October 1st, and you know what that means. Halloween started a month and a half ago. But today is gonna be our first spoopy makeup tutorial of the year. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. This is more of a glam kind of Halloween look. Today, we are going to turn our faces into jack-o'-lanterns, like glamorous jack-o'-lanterns. So maybe we'd be like glamkins, glumpkins, pump-bams. None of these word combinations sound good. So I'm thinking this is gonna be fairly simple. So the first step is to just go ahead and do your makeup up to your foundation. I have also gone in and done a little bit of light contouring around my nose and around my cheekbones. I may decide to carve. Get it? Because my face is like a pumpkin, like a jack-o'-lantern. So I may go back in and carve out a few more spots later, but since everybody's foundation routine is different, I thought I would just skip over that for this tutorial. So we're going to start directly into doing the eyes and the mouth, which is where most of this look, that's what you need to do. For this tutorial, we are going to be using the two makeup brushes from my Sigma collaboration all month long. I have curated two brush kits, which you can get a pretty good deal on. They've got my name on them. The first step is to go in with a nice orange color. This is going to be our base shadow. So for that, I'm going in with the newest Vice palette from Urban Decay, and I'm using my favorite shade in this palette, which is called Bitter. I don't know why I was about to say like get bent. I am going in with my tapered blending E40 brush from Sigma. I'm basically starting this off at my crease, not so much on the lid, and I'm just pulling that through, and like with most things, this takes a lot of blending, so you're gonna be here for a really, really long time. There we go. We got our base color layered on. As you guys can see, I've just basically softly diffused, that's not a word, softly diffused this base color all, like basically from my crease up to my brow, to the inner corner and the outer corner. Just basically put this everywhere except for exactly on the lid. Now I'm taking this Lifesaver device, which is the Veramona color switch. This is the Duo, and I'm taking that same tapered blending brush and just kind of swirling it, knocking that base color off. Ta-da, clean, perfectly good to go. I mean, it's not clean, but it's like there's no product left on it, so I can use this same brush with another color. Next, I am going through with a Buxom shadow. It is a very bright orange, sparkly shade. This is called It Crowd. And once again, I'm just picking this up all over that tapered blending brush. And basically, I'm just going to be going over the same area that I just did. This is once again, just kind of making this orange color a little bit brighter and a little bit sparklier. I'm going through and just adding that on top. And I'm probably not going to blend this one out as much. I'm more keeping this in the center. And once again, this is gonna take a lot of blending to get it to look real good. Just be patient. Also, definitely if you look at my beginning YouTube videos till now, blending and stuff takes a lot of practice and a lot of patience. I still don't think that my skills are like at 100%, but don't be discouraged if you're not the queen of blending, okay? Because this kind of stuff takes a lot of time to master. So if it doesn't look perfect, remember, this is Halloween. Don't beat yourself up about it. Halloween looks do not have to look perfect. They're just about fun and expressing different characters. So just get in there. Don't be afraid to have a little fun. It's okay if it doesn't turn out perfect. Ta-da! Now it is time for what I perceive to be the trickiest part, which is kind of making these pointed shapes in the centers of your eyes, like little triangular jack-o'-lantern shapes. You know what I mean? I feel like if you have a really steady hand and you're really good at symmetry, you could probably just draw these suckers on, just with no assistance. I don't have that much confidence in my makeup skills, so I took a little scrap piece of paper and I'm going to use this like those eyeliner templates I tested out so very long ago. I think that was a Does This Thing Really Work video. I'll link it down below. I kind of made my very own special eyeliner template. So that's what I'm gonna be trying to use today. And I'm gonna go in and I'm going to trace this triangular shape with a black eyeliner pencil first. So I'm just going to be using Zero by Urban Decay. And then I'm gonna go through and fill that shape in with a shadow. Obviously for different looks, different exaggerations, you could have a little point, or you could kind of move your template up all the way to your eyebrow and have a bigger point. I think that I'm gonna do somewhere in between. This is a tricky part, you guys. So tricky. I don't feel like this is gonna make a perfect guideline, but I still feel like it's gonna be easier for me to go back and go over this. Okay, so that looks perfect by no stretch of the imagination, but I feel like it has given me a good foundation that will be easier to trace over now and go over and kind of perfect. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm going in with my eyeliner again and just kind of trying to fill in places I missed with my template and just kind of make everything even and symmetrical. Don't beat yourself up if it doesn't look perfect. I even just used a template and I don't feel like mine looks perfect. So next I'm going to be going in with a nice flat black shade, and for that I'm using Kat Von D's Interstellar palette. And I'm using the shade Nightcrawler, which is just this black eyeshadow on the end. I'm gonna be using my toilet paper trick, which if you're like me and you like to apply your foundation before you do your eye makeup, I think that this tip is a lifesaver. So all I do is I take a little square of toilet paper and I fold it over and I stick it underneath my eyeball like so, and then ta-da, I'm not gonna have any fallout. And basically what I'm doing is filling in that nice triangular shape that we just made. And at this point, you're probably gonna need to wash your hands because black eyeshadows just historically have more fallout and are messier than any other eyeshadow on the planet. I don't know what's up with that. Now to go back in and kind of clean up any not perfect things that you have, or if you kind of just want to slightly change the shape of the triangles you have going on here, if you want to outline them, which is predominantly what I'm doing, just to kind of give you some sharper lines, go in with a black liquid eyeliner. So I'm taking Kat Von D's ink liner in the shade Trooper, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of perfect these black lines around the triangle we've made, just to kind of perfect everything, make everything look a little bit crisper. Now I'm going back in with that tapered blending brush and the Buxom It Crowd shade again, and do the underside of my eyes now, just kind of carrying that orange color and just kind of lining the bottoms of my eyes. Then I am going in with that same Urban Decay Zero pencil and just adding a little bit of black eyeliner. Now we're gonna go in and do the mouth. And once again, I feel like this can kind of get a little bit tricky, but basically we're going to be lining our lips in a black eyeliner pencil. I'm not sure if black lip liners exist, but you don't really need one. You can just use an eyeliner in my opinion, because eyeliners are super easy to sanitize. So what I'm gonna be doing is just lining the bottom of my lips like I normally do, just following the basic curve of my lips, but the top of my lips, I'm going to be going through and kind of making a more pointed shape where kind of like the bow of my mouth is, like where my Cupid's bow is, to kind of give myself that more exaggerated jack-o'-lantern kind of look. I feel like getting the symmetry down on this can be a little bit tricky, but that's the brilliant thing about makeup. If you feel like you do it wrong or you mess it up the first time, you can always wipe it off and start over again. I feel like it's definitely easier if you kind of make incremental, like very small motions, and then kind of like try and broaden it to make a larger shape. But also, you're trying to look like a jack-o'-lantern. Okay, so like when you carve a jack-o'-lantern, it doesn't look perfect. It's okay if it's not perfect. I am going to kind of like make the corners of my mouth a little bit more pointed. There we go. I look a bit clown-like right now also. I can totally tell that this isn't like 100% perfect or anything, but it's at a level where I can totally cope with it. So I'm just going to go back and fill in my lips now, and then I'm going to go in just to kind of make this black more opaque and long wearing if I was gonna go out to a party or something like that. I am using Kat Von D's liquid to matte lipstick in the shade Witches. So I'm just going in where I just drew this black bit and applying it on my lips. It looks kind of creepy, yes? So I went through and I also added a little bit more highlight and a little bit more contour down the bridge of my nose and the sides of my cheeks. Once again, that's up to you guys if you love highlighting and contouring. If you want to make this kind of like more glam or more subdued, that's your choice. Now we are going to go in and add your choice of mascara. Lately I have been loving Givenchy's Black Taffeta, and I have been using these little disposable mascara wands because my eyes have been so sensitive lately, and these little things have been a life changer for me. I'm just going through and applying 2 coats to both my eyeballs. And then, last but not least, since this is kind of a more glam Halloween look in my opinion, I'm going to top everything off with some falsies. And I'm going to use this Urban Tropics pair from Eylure today in the style Concrete Jungle. These have a nice kind of like pointed, spiky look to them, so I thought that that would be perfect for a jack-o'-lantern. So I'm just gonna glue these puppies to my eyes. As always, you just want to hold them up to your eye with no glue at first to just kind of see if you're gonna need to trim them or not. I think I'm gonna trim these lashes just a little bit because I hate it when eyelashes stab the inner corners of my eyes. That's just like the most uncomfortable thing in the world to me, so I would rather just cut them off. That is it for our completed pumpkin look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful. If you guys are going to do this look, I would love to see it. So show it to me on Twitter or Instagram or wherever. If you hashtag SFPumpkin, I will be looking for them under that tag. I'd love to see all the different looks that you guys create. Like I said, you can do this in a bunch of different ways. You could do the eyes different, the mouth a different shape, basically any way that you would carve a jack-o'-lantern. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun. I found this really cute pumpkin headband from Joann's, which is a craft store. And then I'm just wearing my Fleur dress from Unif. It took about 5 minutes and 4 makeup wipes to remove this look, and I was so happy and relieved to see that that black matte lipstick and all of that eyeliner didn't leave any staining on my super pale skin. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I'm so excited that it is October. If you guys have any costumes or any makeup looks that you would like for me to do tutorials for, please leave me a comment down below and suggest. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below. Subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl. Same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!